Hey guys, welcome back to another P3D video. We got a very long flight today. We're taking this Turkish Airlines 777-300ER from here, Istanbul, all over the way across the Atlantic and the US to San Francisco. I guess all the way over Europe as well. So we're going across Europe, the Atlantic and the US to go to San Francisco. It's a very long flight and it's going to take 13 hours. So we're getting catering on board for this wonderful long flight. This livery is done by Tavers, Textures by Tavers on Facebook. If you want to go and grab some liveries from him, I really recommend it. Tavers does some amazing liveries. I'm not sure if you're watching right now, Tavers, but thank you very much for your good work. Catering's just finished and we're going at the boarding after that. So, I haven't got actual power connected up, but I've got the external power ready. Well, I've got it connected up, I haven't got it turned on. Now it's on, battery can come on, ADIRUs and emergency exit lights to everything just armed and everything else is on. Getting the power now, all the FMCs will be dead as we just wait for the power to go on. But we can request boarding, we can get the custom jetway to here. So, these jetways, well, and everything else kind of, has been proudly, I don't know, provided by R&D presets. You can go and literally just search up R and D presets online. You might find to see that it does some tomato shade and other stuff, but it also does config files for GSX level 2. So we've got some SO jetways here, well, GSX level 2 SO jetways. However, when I got this, I didn't have the ACBank thing on it. It was just the plain the plain jetway. So I've just went and just spent a little bit of time just doing most of them for the bit of the video, but I haven't done all the ones down there. So I've just been quickly doing that. I could probably just go into the config file and just do, I guess, a sneaky replace command just to replace every single one. But yeah, it's not like the original ones with the ACBank. It's got like a red line all across, but at least it's sewed and it actually connects up to the door. Right, we can got some power now. We can see the FMCs. We can disarm entry number 2. Open up these two and arm. Turn those two on. Just get used to putting Unicom, because one day I might go into that some full flight videos. That'd be nice. Right, pausing it on both of these and to the legs page on that side. That'll pretty much stay on the legs page for literally the whole time. So we're at Istanbul. So we put in the IQO for that. We are at stand 208. I have no idea if it's in the database. It is. Nice. We just put the GPS position in like so. We can put in the company route for San Fran from here, which is just the IQOs just put next to each other. And our departure runway is, I'm not sure. The real world departed out of 17 right. The winds are 260 at 7 knots though. Here's the really annoying setup phase of the 777. The current winds are 260 at 7 knots. A 2-3 departure would be nice. It's not as long as the other ones. 17 right, which is 3,000 meters, and 2-3 is normally used for landing, that sort of runway. If we departed out of 17 right, we should be all right. It's not a direct crosswind, it's a bit of a very slight very slight headwind with a bit of a crosswind. It's only 7 knots. Oh god, smashed my table. It should be alright. The winds aren't too strong and it's a longer runway. We're literally doing a 13-hour flight. I think we need the longer runway. So we will take 17 right for today. Flight number is Turkish Airlines THY79 kilo. That's that call sign. It's not a flight number, but I like to put the call sign in there. Perfinite. We put the zero fuel weight, so we've got 213.7 on our zero fuel. That's our tons, and we've got 116.1 kilograms of 116 tons, 0.1 kilo, and 100 kilograms, I guess. 116 tons, 100 kilograms of fuel. 4 of it reserves, and are going to start our cruise at 300 because we are goddamn heavy. The cost index Turkish Airlines use for the 777 is 26, and we can go to thrust limit, and we can fill in all of these. So I've got my very nice QSIM planner, which I'll bring on the screen now. You can just put in the IQ, easy, set your runway. What it even does is gives you a slope for that runway, its length, its elevation, and its heading, which is really nice. Because we're flying non-real time, so past weather, we do have to put in these stats ourselves. So 267 knots, like so. It is currently 13 degrees. QNH is 1010. Flying the 777, don't worry about registration or anything. It's just literally the same. So it's just given. This is all the aircraft it does. It doesn't do the 789, but you can do that on the quality wings EFB now. So these are all the aircraft it supports. So if you don't have anything, QSIM Planner, very good for you, free tool. Just go download it and find it online. Just search it up. So that's not our takeoff weight. We will go down to here and go to the payload page. We can see our gross weight is 329.8. So we'll just enter that in, 329.8. There we are. That's in kilograms. And thrust rating, takeoff, flaps 15, anti-ice off, and packs are on. Click calculate. It'll give you a load of different things you could use. As you can see, using like full power here, we're going to get 200 meters of runway left. Well, 170 meters of runway left. If we use 29, we get 11 meters. Not fun. We will use this. Sometimes this isn't right. It can. I mean, if you do like no D rate at all, you can just get 180 meters out of it, which we'll probably do. So full power, which we always love. I'm sure it could be a bit less than that. Anyways, so yeah, full power, no set temp, OAT 13, 104.3 on the N1. CG can go in, flats 15, and I think it's going to ignore me when I put 13 in. No, that's alright. Cool. I'm going to have to wait for the, I don't know what's it called, IRSs to align, then we can get the V speeds. But we can put in the wind, and because of QSIM Planner giving us that slope here, minus 0.6, we can go and enter that in, which is really nice of that. Right, it's not a minus, it's a 0.6 down. It's weird. No, it's not. No, it's not. I think it's D at the start. It could be like that. Yeah, there we are. Down 0.6 and 13 degrees. So yeah, we're going to wait on our V speeds there. 17 right, we are departing out of the, I don't know, Iblau-10, wherever that is. There we are. And no transition, execute. That is pretty much our route done. Obviously we have to wait for the IRSs to align, and then that should be good. Route, take off, there, cool. We'll just go to the checklist page. We're going to get a bit of laggy frames as we've got the passengers loading in. Let's go and test the oxygen mask on both sides. Apparently we've got 463 passengers on today. We almost got half of them on the aircraft. It would have been nice to get the nav light and the seatbelts on. Nav light definitely, seatbelts wasn't too much of a big deal, they're still boarding. Packs can come and talk to now. Just to pressurize the cabin. I think the baggage is alright as well, with the passenger loading time, so it should be fine. Which tells me I could probably get the AP started up. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get the AP started up. Start. Cool. So that one, now that is starting, we can tick off that. We can tick off all of this. This is all up and running. RSs aren't yet aligned, but it's up and running. Let's get these onto HPA there. And park and brake is now set. Cool. Click B. Let's give us a quick QNH change. Really handy. This is quite one of the newer 777s. So you can see our chrono is down here instead of a normal clock. So what we do is click the clock, like so, and that'll start the chrono. We'll just click it again, and click it again to stop. I'm pretty sure anyway, the aircraft does the ET, time en route, just automatically. This is just the chrono, as you can see it changes. so it'll just do it automatically anyway, to be honest. Here's the RSs just lined up now. Those are our V-speeds for today. 162, 171 and 179. Very nice. 179 up to here. Runway heading is 174. So we'll spin that all the way around to 174. And I don't know about initial climb or anything. It is 5,000 with the transition altitude probably being the same, or was it 6,000? Oh, 10,000 at Istanbul. Wow. Autobrake to RTO. So down here and set 10,000 on the transition altitude. Like so. You can see we'll go up to 300. Go to the next page, we can just scroll through. Going to be stepping up to 320 there. And up to 340 at pretty much over the Atlantic there. And you can see we've got the longitude and latitude waypoints. Go to 360 at Yeknbe. That's a weird waypoint name. Do we go up to 380? No, that's perfect anyway. Flight deck doors not modeled, so it is closed or not anyway. It literally can't be forced open. MSP we just set up. Takeoff speeds we just went through. We bring that back up here. And CDP flight checklist is complete. Trip is 0, no hydraulics. Taxi and takeoff briefing. We're going to push back nose left. We're going to taxi all the way down there. That taxiway is indeed. We could taxi down Charlie actually. So we'll try and get ourselves out there from the apron. Taxi down Charlie. And take a left at Bravo 1 to make ourselves through to Alpha 1 to 17. Right. Okay. Almost just got a cramp in my leg. It's alright. Don't know why I got a cramp in my leg. It was very close though. I just felt it coming, so I just stretched it out. Anyway. This is very annoying actually. This is in the way. I should probably turn off these ground services things. Could save some frames as well. Yeah, I should probably turn those off. Cool. Got the actual proper big beefy one that actually moves and it's already flashing, which is nice. Okay, so baggage wise, after cargo is pretty much almost there. Same with the passengers, it's got to load on 63 more. So not too long there. The weather outside is not too bad as well. It's a bit cloudy. It's not foggy like sometimes I've been into Istanbul before. So it seems to be alright. Yeah, so after cargo is pretty much done. And then forward cargo will be done soon as well. So it's going to wait for it to get on. I wish like PMDG had like a setting so you can like deactivate these like cargo things in here if you use GSX or something. What I also would like is just GSX to follow the aircraft, you know. Like how like a camera view would follow the aircraft, the GSX would just load into the cargo and it will just stay there for the whole flight. How cool would that be? But that's very far-fetched. You wouldn't really see it anyway, it's closed up, but it'd be nice to see, just not actually just despawning. After cargo's finished, we'll go and close up that door. Go back to the menu, PMD options, close. Forward cargo as well, it's just going to load up this last one. Apparently this is our aircraft we're flying today, Kukurova. May have said that completely wrong, I apologise if I have. Anyway, pretty much passengers are just done now. That's nice. Close up that door. Weather and terrain, like so. That seems to be good. Like there, good. Everything is amazing. APU is running. I think it says that. Yes, we can disconnect the external power. We can arm that door. We can go up to here. This should just say boarding complete very soon. So we can stay inside the cockpit. And we'll just wait for that to say boarding complete. It hasn't said it yet, so we can go to ground connections and remove the wheel chocks. There we are. I've got my custom GSX sounds from Aviation Lads. It was released very soon, long ago. So remove that caution. We can go and prepare for pushback. Nose left, and that jetway will move away. Nice. Big light can come on because we're about to start our engines. And taxi takeoff briefing we went through. Before taxi checklist is next, which we will go to the engine page now, and we'll set the flight directors to on, and LNAV and VNAV now. Cool.
Good day, Captain. Tux connecting now, so we'll be pushing back in just a couple of minutes.
Right.
Confirm parking
Not sure what this means, but hey. Park brake is set. GSX, thank you. Yeah, it's literally just engulfed that ground service vehicle. Typical.
Locking the gear now.
Right, just waiting for GSX to lock up, and then we'll be on our way. Cool. Let's go back inside the cockpit as we set up this whole thing. Can we go to our gate? Well, this is gate 207 static camera view. We can watch the aircraft get pushed back here, actually. It's a really cool view.
Task is in position.
Sadly, it's not icy today, so we had to start the engines when we get the push started. It leads to parking brakes. And this is the static view, which does not follow the aircraft. As it's called static, so chase plane's amazing. So we just literally just look at the aircraft move, which is really cool. Static can sometimes look really cool. And also, if you get low enough, you can start walking around. Right, let's not mess around and go to this view. And we'll start up the engine. So what we've got here, we've got hydraulics and fuel. That's fine. We've got the hydraulics all on. Right, elec and left. And then the central ones can come on. Like so. All the fuel pumps. Of course, we've got fuel in the centre today. And that is all good for engine start. So, we'll start number 2, or the right one. And we can see that just come alive. Now we know it's alive, we can bring in the fuel straight away. The engines will now start up. So I don't know if, yeah, we should be able to spin ourselves onto there to get down Charlie. Should be fine. So yeah, there's our GE90 starting up. Not too loud just yet. And we'll soon get really bassy and amazing. Right, I didn't even look at our route on here. Yeah, that's good. That's perfect. We've even set up this. No, we haven't. I'm going to do it very quickly. Speedy Gonzales. Cool. Perfect. Right, let's start Project Fly, because we are pushing back now, actually. Cool. There we are, starter number 2 done. I am hoping, make sure this is all alive. I really do hope this timer starts on our flight time. Because I think it's like the 787 when it automatically just goes when you depart, which is really cool. I really hope that is what happens, because there's no other like button to start the clock, is there? Other than the chrono. And that's different, so it should be automatic. But don't know if it does the block time or the flight time. Hopefully it's the flight time. Right, yeah, so we're perfectly in line just to go out to Charlie as well. Cool. That's amazing. So let's wait for the engine to start up and GSX to finish, and then we'll be good. Well, we do the flight control check and then flaps as well, and then we'll be good to depart. As we taxi down to the runway. There it is. That was coming off the taxiway there. It was holding up an Airbus. Come on, you don't have to keep going. There we are. Park brake is set. Okay. Wait for GSX to do its stuff. As engine just started up and it's all clicked out everything. All of the generators are now running, and hydraulics are up and running as well. So APU can go away. I do not need that anymore. Sorry. That is good there. We can set flats 15. Flats 1, 5, 15. I should have probably done the flight control check before I did that, but hey ho. So we'll just go and take a look at the flight controls, and we'll go full left. And make sure that's all the way down to centre, that's good, all the way to the right, good, back to centre, all the way down, and all the way up. Wonderful. 6.25 as we do the rudder as well, full left and full right, boom.
Unlocking the gear.
Perfect, trim is set, flight controls are done, go to the checklist page. Anti-ice is not needed, recall is checked, and it's just the TGAS. Flight controls is checked, and we're waiting for the ground equipment to be clear before we can start taxiing. Hopefully not too long. GSX does like to take a while. There's flats 15, nice and set. Hopefully, like I said, we do have the power today. We do have GE90s, but we are doing a 13-hour flight, so it should be fine. Just gonna wait for these, the marshallers to clear off. Right, you don't have to keep going backwards. You know, you can just like go straight off.
Clear left and right. Disconnecting now.
Left is clear, right is clear, ground equipment is not clear, but I mean GSX as it is, so I mean left is clear, right is clear, but not forward. It keeps getting that wrong. So I have to wait for it. It could take a while though. Have a good trip. So that means we can taxi, but obviously we won't because it's just going to get onto the ground vehicle, the tug, and then that will just drive away. So we're just going to wait for that. Maybe we can flash our taxi lights a bit just to say hurry up. Cool. No, don't stop, don't stop. There we are. Good one. There you go. How hard was that? Was that? Oh god, sorry. Did I click a button that went down on my views? It's very weird. I think this does a view. Oh yes, my yoke is assigned to camera views. I feel like Aviation Pro now. He uses like a joystick to use for his views. Right, that's clear now. Let's go. So a bit. I don't know if we need a bit more power than that. We might need a lot. Let's just get going. It's like 30% or something will do. Yeah, don't want to put the passengers in their seat just yet. Don't want to show off our GE90s right now. Yeah, just to be safe, I'll get the toe brakes on when we set Toga. So, get maximum thrust. 104% on the N1. These bad boys. I'm very excited. Okay. Keep it at 10 knots as we just taxi to Charlie. Let me take a right. Don't want to taxi too fast. What's our wingtip clearance here? Should be fine because our wing should be higher, but a bit crossover. Yeah, that's fine. And we'll slowly bring it to the right. Trying not to cut off the wheels here. Slowly bring it around. Same with the front wheel. Seems to be right. And cool. So yeah, we're going to taxi all the way down here, looking at the runway length. We're about a fifth of the way through the runway, so we've got like 2,200 meters of runway, just to, about 2,200 meters to the end of the runway. But now we can actually bring up the power again, get up to 20 knots in our ground speed, and that should be good. Let's get a bit faster. We're not going to taxi at 10 knots. That's ridiculous. Oh, it's a race between this ground vehicle. Oh, I'm going to win. Oh, its wheels aren't moving. Oh. It's Illuminati confirmed. Right. There we are, it's 20 knots. It's a lot better. Bring the power back down again. I'm going to go about 25. Very whine I can hear. I think it's... yeah, there's also traffic live just taxiing. That's why I can hear this annoying whine. I wish I could cite, like, I need to find engine sounds, because we've got PMDG sounds. I can probably just go and replace these sounds with PMDG sounds. I need to see where I can find the AI sounds or something, so I can just replace it. Because that engine whine is disgusting. Right, let's watch our speed. Yeah, this is interesting. What's the wind now? Wow. The wind has completely changed. We may have to change the runway. Well, the winds are now 350 at 16 knots. We are going to have a direct tailwind. No wonder why we're getting this on us. Well, what is the situation that we would do in the real world? Probably spin around. Yes, I should have checked that when we pushed back. Right, change of plan. I'll see you in just a moment. Alright, welcome back. I've just spun the aircraft around. I'm going to taxi back to the runway. I haven't had this before. So 3-5 left, Ibla 1 Yankee this time. We'll go back to takeoff speeds here. We're going to re-enter our winds. It's likely to be complete. It's just going to be the same, but the opposite way around. And temperature is now 12 degrees. And I'm going to watch our speed here because bloody hell. It's alright. We are 350, 16 knots now. That will definitely help us with our departure. We've got a headwind of 16 knots now. V speeds are the same, of course. And we'll bring this back down to 12. Yes, well that just happened. don't think I've had that before. What we do need to do is request wind data, and it's got a bit confused with that, so we'll do that. Okay. Oh, there's our stand we were at before. Yes, apparently it's already been overtaken. Oh no, it's not. Yeah, it has. I don't know, can't tell. Let's get wind data in. That's very interesting. Don't know if that's happened to you guys, but we were not departing out of the 17s because we had a direct tailwind, and it would have been terrible to depart from there. Yes, I should have checked that weather. It was a very sudden change, though. I don't like Active Sky. It does all that to me. I was going to go back to the forecast here and purge that because we don't get the weather right now for San Fran. Because of the change of runway, we've got a different heading. Our new heading, 35 left, is 354. All the way back. Cool. Not. Right, so we don't taxi all the way down. We want to make a... well, yeah, the next right is the right we want to go on to, so that's what we'll do. QNH is now 1011. Everything's changed. Every single thing has changed about the weather. Except the clouds. Has it got more cloudy? Wow, I'm never flying out of or into Istanbul ever again. Okay. Now that seems a lot better there. So we've got to take a right here, got to cross 35 right onto 35 left, then that should be fine. Cool. That's an interesting start. Right, we are going to the runway. We'll just keep the strobes on for now, and all the lights can actually come on. So I don't know. I forgot the taxi light, but we don't need it, so that's alright. Got the TCAS on as well. We done a B4 takeoff checklist. Yeah. Cool. No aircraft on approach. Well, there is, but it's not here. It's very far out. So, sorry. There it is. Let's go. We'll go straight away. Make sure everything's stood up. Trim will be the same and everything. Cool. Let's get going. So take off thrust in the turn. Toga. Sorry passengers, we're going. 103.8, it's a bit less than the N1. 0.2%, that makes like hardly any difference. RAS Pro, we're not on taxiway, airspeed is alive. We are a heavy aircraft, so I'm going to cut out 100 knots instead of 80, and there's 100 knots. Yeah, we seem to be fine. There we are. Try and keep in the centre. V1. Rotate. Not on the taxiway, RAS Pro. Try not to get tail strike there. Perfect. We are in the air. Bring the nose up even more. Gear is coming up. Speed is really rapidly increasing there. Watch that speed there. Gonna get overspeed just on departure. I mean, wow. There we are in the air. Finally. Change of runway. I mean, it's more direct, kind of more direct on our flight plan, which is nice. Get the autopilot straight on. Awesome. There's acceleration altitude already because we're climbing at 4,000 feet per minute. How much fuel are we expecting to land with? 13.7. Cool, that's perfect. We got a restriction. We got 5,000. So I'm going to keep it going up to our cruise, I guess. That's alright with us today. Past 210 knots, so the flaps are coming up. And we go to the checklist page. Is there a restriction or something? Below 130, is it? There's no restriction. It's just slowing down. I guess it's just going to the cell speed, then it'll start off again. Okay, weather's coming on. We didn't actually get the traffic on that side. Now there's traffic. Flaps are almost up, and we'll be ready to take off this. Wonderful. Cool. So we should probably go up to 10,000 feet. Shit, I didn't actually go to, what was that? Problem with the... I should have, as I said, go to the wing view on our departure. Wow, look at this. Look at that. It looks amazing. Didn't see much auto-gen here. I mean, there's more out there. Don't know why they're out there, but not here. Weird. So, it's almost 5,000. Apparently going 256 knots. What's it? I bet it says 260 down here, doesn't it? It does say 256. How weird. Max speed is 250. Not sure if the aircraft actually knows that or not. We could go into this manual speed, but I might forget. No, I won't. We'll keep it 250. So yeah, this is the climb out, straight out. This is the departure. This is literally straight out departure with a left turn. We've got to be below 130 and this waypoint AFA. It should be fine. Anyway, that's a nice departure. Looks amazing. I love this aircraft, 777. Wow, that is loud. These GE90s. Gets me every time. Right. I believe that, yeah, the aircraft that was on approach, we saw on departure, is now landed, as we are in the air. Nice. Okay. I'm just making sure that it is Iblau and then Bibuda. Yes, cool. It's 8,000 feet. Almost approaching 10,000. Sound of the aircraft, like I said, is going to wait here. 130. Yep, timer has started automatically. Wonderful. There's 3 minutes into the flight. Awesome. Almost reaching 10,000. It's quite a slow climb now. We are super heavy though. I would call us a super heavy aircraft today. So yeah, that's why we're cruising at 300 to start off with. This must be like my second longest flight or something on the channel. I think my longest one was like 14 hours from LA to Doha. This is not far behind. I'm not sure what longest flights I've actually done in or out of the channel. So there's 10,000 feet, standard pressure, and lights off. Cool. Right, we've got 15 miles to the next waypoint, and we'll be below 130, so hopefully that's alright. Let's reset the heading. Okay. Well, the aircraft might stop. It should stop climbing until that waypoint. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that departure. Sorry about the little mishap with the winds there. I would like to say it's half my fault for not checking, but also half active sky just for messing with us, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the departure out of Istanbul. I'll see you in the arrival into San Francisco, 13 hours into the, well, 12.5 hours into the flight. Enjoy the cinematics, and bye-bye. Hello guys, welcome back into the descent down to San Francisco. Bit of a cloudy slash foggy arrival. Not that foggy actually, 6 miles of visibility. I've gone past 18,000 feet, so I have already set the QNH, which is 2985. That's the pressure in inches, as we're in America. I'm meant to set that at 18,000 feet. We're descending at 266 knots, what's supposed to be, but descending at 270, just keeping that VNAV there. We are currently descending through the point Rays, I think, Rays, I think it's Rays, 3 arrival. We've just gone past that waypoint before, now we've gone past Inns and then Hadley. Take a left from Hadley off to Aussie VOR, and then left to Sepin or Sepin, I have no idea. And that will take us on the arrival ILS into 28 right into San Francisco. The winds right now are 10 at 7 knots, so we do have a direct headwind, crosswind. But however, we cannot land on the one left or right. Well, we can, but it's very rare, and there's no actual ILS or RNAV or anything set up for those arrivals because of the mountain, the terrain around it. So we're landing on 28 right. It's only 7 knots, so it's not too strong of a crosswind, but there's no headwind. So we're going to enter in the flaps 30, 142, like so. That's cool. A little bit of lag spike there. I was just waiting for all that to load in. The scenery. So we should be reaching Hadley at just 9,000 feet. So at Sepin, I don't know, 2,000 feet and above. Axmal, we should be on the ILS at 170 knots apparently, 1,800 feet. Should be arriving with 13.9 tons of fuel and an ETA of 122 Zulu, and is now currently 110 Zulu. So yeah, that's pretty much that's done. Pretty much telling you the whole arrival. I'm gonna get us down to like 2,000 feet or something. Yeah, that should be good. 28 right, like minimums we need to do as well. Right, anyway, let's do the checklist first. Recall was checked, nothing. Notes, oh wow, seatbelts. That was a close one. That wasn't at all. It's a bit late, but whatever. The runway is very long, you want to exit right at the end, so autopic 1. Landing data, VREF is 30, flats 30 at 142, minimums is 213. Let's set that up. 213. If I can actually get it to go down faster. 220. 213. Cool, fine, that's done. Approach briefing, we just went through. That's all good. We've done the approach as well. That's the landing checklist. We can get the speed brakes armed already. Nice. So autobrake 1, speed brake armed, flaps 30, and gear down. Obviously gear down for our landing. I should probably get in the habit of just keep on just getting this heading to actually be on the aircraft heading instead of the actual, I don't know, heading overall, which includes the winds. So if the LNAV does like come out or something, the aircraft will fly at that heading, which therefore flies at this heading. Which is, I guess that makes sense if you understand. So instead of 148, the aircraft will actually move left slightly. So this little white triangle will move onto there, and that will actually deviate us another 2 degrees to the left. So 150, trying to keep this on the white triangle instead of it lined up like so. It doesn't really matter when you get lower down because the winds are a bit more like less strong than up. After like 30,000 feet, they can get up to like 100 knots. So yeah, or 60 mainly. So it's quite cloudy. It says few at 1,300 feet, broken at 1,900 feet, and broken at 2,800 feet. I can't remember the last time I flew into San Fran with nice weather. We're starting to get a bit of a green light coming through on the text here. This is automatic in the 777. It's pretty cool. The green lights has come on as night approaches. The sun is somewhere over there. There it is. I've turned off lens flare because you wouldn't normally get lens flare with a normal human's eye. So I'll turn that off in the settings now. I just thought that might be a bit more realistic. Because you don't just get a lens flare of your ID. Or do you? I don't. If you do, then don't know what it is. Contact lenses could be doing that. Anyway, let's go back inside the cockpit. There's 10,000 feet lights. Come on. FMC message. We have drag required. That's because we did go past 10,000. We do need to bring out Super Rick. So let's get us below 250 knots. Since below that, it should be fine. Cool. Hopefully, BNAV isn't not too far. Oh, it's just jumped again. How weird. Let's hope that's alright. Cool. So the airport is literally somewhere over there. I'm not sure if it's somewhere in that cloud. Hopefully, actually, it's loaded in. So we've got the DME active now. That's nice. Obviously, it won't actually tell us the correct DME because, well, it's currently this way, so like this. But it's fine. We're now on hold, meaning we can override the throttle if we wanted to, but why would we? We are speeding up like a beast because of BNAV being an idiot. We're currently expecting 3,000 to be at OC. We want to be at 7 by then. There we go, that's a bit better now. We're just fixing the BNAV there. Cool. This is a bit crazy and all over the place. Normally the pilots would just bring out the speed brakes a bit, but I don't have like a speed brake axis, so I can't. It takes quite a while just to scroll a bit of the speed brake, so I decided to just do full for a little bit. Cool. Right, welcome back. Just had to quickly clear my throat, I guess. It was like we missed like 500 feet. Doesn't matter. Oh, some land's coming through now. That's nice to see. Yeah, I literally can't remember the last time we flew into San Francisco and we have a nice clear day. It was a very long time ago. I mean, it isn't the summer yet, anyway, but still, it's now March. Right. Just passing 7,000, we got 4,000 to reach 3,000 feet. Got an aircraft ahead of us, which is actually coming our way. Let's zoom in a bit more because that looks kind of. Oh, this is gonna be fun. It's going to that waypoint as well, isn't it? This is gonna be interesting. All right, Ultimate Traffic Alive, the biggest meme in flight sim. Right, no, it's not. Actually, pretty good. Right, there's our left turn. There's gonna be a thing around there also. Heading bug, sorry, not thing. Okay, we seem to be clear. Can we see it though? No. Too cloudy. It should be down below somewhere, wouldn't it? Yeah, I can't see it. Okay, that's fine. We're clear of it now. Right, off to Sepin, 10 miles till that waypoint, down to 3,000 feet. I'm going to go flight level change at 230 knots now. The aircraft to descend as fast as possible, down to 3,000 feet at 230 knots. I'm going to bring the speed brakes out, just so it gets down to 230 knots, and then we'll just descend from there again. Maybe 220. Actually, we'll go flap up debug speed. Thing is, let's do 220. We are going to have to decelerate anyway. There is that. We are probably going to be in the VNAV most of the time. I'm going to get the approach armed as well. Do you have the airport in sight? Can't quite see. I think that's it there. No. There's the glide slope there as well. Got flight level change, but it's not actually slowing down to our desired speed. Interesting. Right, we'll set flaps 1 and flaps 5. That'll bring us some drag as well. Get rid of the speed brakes now. Shouldn't really want to bring them out anymore. Okay. We are on that VNAV, so I was keeping the VNAV then. But we will keep our typical speed of 200 knots. Desired speed. Don't know whether the thrust is increasing. Go back. Right. So we should get a left turn soon. And I may go on heading select, because that left turn may get us off that glide slope, which is going to be a bit weird. So if I go heading select here, we'll just keep it on the aircraft heading like 018, just for a bit, until we reach that localizer. Then I'll start bringing the aircraft left a bit. That should be better. Cool. We got flight level change again, because that speed's going to go crazy high. We don't want that to happen. So, can we see the airport? No. There's that bridge. That's nice. Oh, and here comes the fog. Wow. Okay. Alright, I should have... I wasn't looking at the... Yeah, we just missed the localizer. I wasn't looking. I was too busy looking at the fog, and I completely missed that. What we'll do is double click the Axel thing. Now I'll just get like a stupid LNAV sort of looking thing. So what we'll do is we'll descend down to 2,000 feet at 180 knots. Flight level change. We'll spin the aircraft back around. Maybe the LNAV was correct. It's fine. So Axel will be 1,800. So what we'll do is we'll actually bring down that to there. And we'll try and get on the localizer before Axel, and try and be at 1,800 feet, 1,800 feet before Axel. Therefore, we can guarantee the localizer and also the glide slope.
2,500.
Cool. 2,500, gear down, flaps 15. So what was our approach speed again? 142. So go. No, that's our landing speed. 147 is our approach speed with a direct crosswind. And so 240 we'll go for on a heading. Let's hope we grab the localizer this time. Flaps 20. Got some pappies coming through. And then we'll bring the aircraft slightly to the right. 255 will do. That should do it. Maybe 250. Be a bit on the safe side. Don't do that, aircraft. Its auto throttle is terrible. Let's go down to approach speed actually, because I can never trust this aircraft. Why are we not getting the localizer? There we are. That was weird. Okay, we almost lost it then. maybe we didn't. I had to click the localizer first, then the approach. That's very weird. Right, doing many S turns today. Right, flaps 30. Everything's good. We can take that off. We can go remove that checklist page. We can't go in. We have to keep it on autopilot for now because we can't see the runway. But as soon as we see it, the landing lights, the lights, hopefully, we can bring it out. But so far, we could do an auto land. Visibility has got worse, down to 4 miles. That's also 6,000 feet, so that's double the runway length. But if we do ever see the runway, we'll take out the autopilot. Let's hope we don't have that weird glitch again that we had last time from Hong Kong. I think our flight was. So you can see a bit of our crosswind we got. Not too bad.
1,000.
Oh wow. Pappies are coming through, but I don't actually have visual on the runway. Just past 1,000 feet there. We can still bring out the autopilot. It's not too late. I want to see complete visual with the runway. Now we got that up here actually. We can bring out the autopilot. Cool. And the auto throttle. Cool, my aircraft. Okay. Bring the aircraft just nose to the left a bit, actually. Speed's alright. Good. Got a complete visual of the runway. Wow, this visibility is a lot worse than Active Sky says. It's not 6,000 meters of visibility. It's like 3,000 or 2,000. Right, just keep it going like this. Perfect. All the way down. Don't want to bring the nose down too much now.
Minimums.
We are going to continue the landing.
100.
Cool.
50. 30. 20.
And idle the throttle. Slowly bring the nose down. The aircraft down. There we are. Bring the nose down slowly, and the reverses along with that. There we are. Reverses out. Decel. Wonderful. We are down. 80 knots. Reverses in. And just keep it on auto brake for now. And 50 knots auto brake released. Cool. So yeah. Some people have been asking about this ground textures. This is just the part of the scenery, this water. There's nothing about cool rain effects. This isn't PBR, this ground texture. This is the part of the scenery. Okay, right, we'll vacate left here. Taxi light on. What was that flight time? 13 hours and 2 minutes. Pretty much what PFPX said. Flight directors off. Weather radar off. VORs. Boom, boom, boom. And we'll clear up. Spoilers in. Flaps up. Cool. Right, we should be clear on this runway.
10.
I hope so. I'm going to check out to the sky as well. There it is. We'll just go across it very quickly just in case Actual Sky lies to us. And we'll keep the TCAS on as we cross the runway. Auto brake to off. Cool. Right, we're going to take a right down there. I don't know where that is, taxiway wise. Bravo. Right, because we are always doing an international long haul flight, we need to taxi to the Gulf stands as always. So we'll go to GSX Gulf, and we'll take one we pick. Like 100 or something, 102? 102, we'll go 102. And that will take Alliance ground today. Cool. So take it right down here, Delta. That's a Bravo, sorry. And we'll taxi all the way down to 102. Strobes now come off. AP can start up. For those of you wondering about the landing rate, that was minus 197. There's a bit of a floater. I could have done better. The nose is a tad too high. If we bend the nose down a bit, we didn't flare too much at the end. Could have put a bit of a smoother landing with less of a float, because our speed did go down. Standby on the TCAS. Cool. That's everything done for that. Next checklist is the shutdown checklist. Obviously don't want to do that just yet. And we'll keep the aircraft just taxiing along. It's getting quite dark now, isn't it? So, we're going to taxi around here, around Bravo, and may get onto Alpha. That maybe we had a better idea. Yeah. Because of where we're taxiing, we need to be on Alpha. So we'll take a left here. Slow down our speed down to like 10 knots. Like so. And take a left. We'll be on Alpha. If we were around the other side, the west side of the Gulf stands, the far side, we'd have kept taxiing down Bravo. However, we're taxiing on Alpha for the stand 102. Which I believe is just there. I think there's a Lufthansa there as well. Nice. I wish Ultra Traffic Live can actually just have better, just update their livery, seriously. Oh, we're not even on the text line, I'm not even looking, so let's just actually watch where we're taxiing. Because that would be nice. AP is now running, cool. Right, 102 I think is actually just direct ahead of us as well. Well, I know it is, I don't think it is. Is that an Aer Lingus? It is an Aer Lingus A330. They got a new livery now as well. Right, so we're just here, Alliance ground 102, so I think it's just here. Nice. Flightbeam San Francisco is absolutely amazing scenery. The detail and the FPS, perfection. Perfection. Right. We'll take off the landing light. Not the landing light, this is normal lights. I don't think they did any difference as well. The Golf 102. Cool. Right, this looks kind of weird. I'm not sure what the actual line is. There it is. It's kind of hard to see. It's there. Okay. Slowly make it in then. Yeah, it's very hard to see that. Sorry, wrong button. The marshaller is behind the jetway for 103. I think it's 103. No, it's 101. Empty. Gonna cheat here because the marshaller's just. Oh, I can't even see him. Could just about see the numbers. It's kind of hard to see them actually. Is there like things telling us where the 777 will park? Yeah. Oh. Did I click them on and off? I think I clicked them, double click. I swear I turned them off. I'm gonna look back at the replay there in the recording. Sorry, but I swear I turned those off. I must have made a mistake or something. I just blinded everyone over there. But still, it didn't look like the lights were on. Why are we not moving? Thank you. Oh, wow. Come on, I'm gonna have to cheat here. There we are. Now we're getting really close to that. We're actually like penetrating it. No. Cool. Right. Now we can shut down the engines. APU is running. Hydraulic panel and fuel pumps to off. Like so. APU can stay on. Seatbelts off. Beacon light off. Request deboarding. Jetway front to you, jetway aft to you, confirmed. So we've got 2 jetways coming up, and we are going to the menu, FS actions, ground connections, set. External power primary, APU off, cool. Open forward cargo. Open, and we'll disarm these doors and wait for it to tell us that it's done. Parker brake is set, actually it doesn't need to be set though now. We've got the word chocks on. Okay. There we are. Welcome to San Francisco, everybody. I'm sorry about the normal mishap with the landing lights there. It didn't even look like they were on. It just didn't seem like I had any lights on. So yeah, that's us done with the video. Or the flight, I guess. That was 13 hours. Hope you guys enjoyed. Landing was a bit of a floater, but not too much of a floater. It was a bit of a... Well, how slow did it... Yeah. We were at 130 knots when we touched down. Meant to be like 140, so yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. And bye-bye for now.